Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to do a fun unboxing as well as get ready with me using all my favorite luxury beauty favorites. So I have pulled out some of my tried and true favorite luxury beauty products that I highly recommend. I'm also including some new discoveries that launched in 2023 that have just shot up to my favorites. So I can't wait to share those with you as well. And this is an extra special video because I have partnered up with Idyl jewelry. If you're not familiar with this brand, you're gonna want to learn about it. If you are somebody who loves jewelry, you love diamonds, and you are going to want to see this unboxing video. I have had my eye on this brand for quite some time. I literally don't know how many times I have created a cart on their site. All of their jewelry is just so stunning. So this is a huge honor for me to introduce you to Idyl jewelry. I am going to show you my sparkles, tell you about the brand, and do a little unboxing. So if you're interested in learning a little bit more, seeing how I created this look, then let's go ahead and get started. I love a handwritten note. This is Abby. We're so happy that you are part of the Idyl family. We're sure you will glow in our diamonds, and we can't wait to see where we take this partnership. Enjoy these sparkles, Ornella and the Idyl team. Oh, thank you so much. Ooh, so excited to open this up. Beautiful wrapping here. Something special from Idyl. Oh wow. Look, comes with this really beautiful pouch. It's very silky. Something's inside. A beautiful little silk scrunchie. Love that. And ooh, a little travel mirror. So beautiful. That's what's in this little pouch. Great for travel, which I'm actually leaving on a trip tomorrow, so I am going to take this. Ooh, and then we have another beautiful pouch here. Oh, look at this. Okay, let's open this up. Can't wait to see it on you. It says what to do, everything, I guess. Let lightness fill darkness, talk to strangers and find friends, dive under the ocean and gasp to find air. Oh my God. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at this. It's beautiful. So pretty here. Let me bring this in a little closer. So these are the jade earrings. So they come with two studs that are convertible. So I'm going to be able to use these with different components. And then these are the jade. I can't wait to try these on. They are so gorgeous. And then this is the spark ear cuff, which I am so in love with. And then one of the gorgeous solo necklaces, which I just love a simple diamond, and I have to say this is quite a nice size here. So gorgeous. And the Okay, clearly I am beyond excited about Idyl jewelry. So I learned about this brand when I was watching Demi Rawlings, one of her perfume videos. And ever since then, I have literally been creating different carts on their website with all this beautiful jewelry, sending little wish lists to my hubby. And it's actually going to be my birthday next week. And so this was like the perfect timing. I don't think they even know that, but I was so thrilled to be partnering with them because I was already onto the brand and very intrigued. So basically, Idyl Jewelry is lab grown diamonds. Lab grown diamonds are going to be more sustainable, they're going to be gentler on the earth, and they're still going to have the same clarity and sparkle that the reason why we love diamonds in the first place. They use 100% conflict free 14 karat gold that is great for everyday wear. It's not going to oxidize or discolor with everyday wear. This is the kind of jewelry that you're going to put on and it's just going to be a classic that you're going to wear over and over and over again. Each piece is handmade and this is a modular design collection, so it's meant to be mixed and matched. And what I love about this is that you can, start your collection and then you can add on and create new looks. So as many of you know, I like to go down the rabbit hole with brands, and this is why I was so intrigued by this brand, because you start by picking your studs here. So I have the medium size stud right here, and then the modular part is the add-on is the jade here. That's the one right here, and I'm going to take this out and show you. So here is my stud right here. This is the medium size. I just love it. I think it is perfection. They have 3 different sizes. They have petite, medium, and large. I love the medium size on my ear size. And then you're going to pick your add-on, and this is the jade, which I love because I love like a little bit of a dangly earring, something that's going to draw your eyes to my ears here. But there's different little slots here that I'm going to then add this. So I'm going to come from behind, and you can do however you want to layer this. So if you want it to hang a little bit lower or higher, you can. So I am placing it so that it just hangs right below my earlobe right here. And then on the other side over here, I have the medium stud. I have the jade right here, and then I got the spark ear cuff, which I'm just obsessed with over here. It's going to add a little bit of edginess to my look, a little ear candy, but without having to go and get a piercing, because I heard that these are a little painful up here. So with the spark ear cuff right here, and I'm going to stick my stud through the loop just like this. So it's going to hang like this before I put it in my ear. So I'm going to do this part first. I'm going to go ahead and put my jade. Sorry, trying to get my fingers out of the way. And then basically I'm going to take the cuff right here and I'm going to place it up at the top right here. I'm going to pull that up just a bit and it'll just add a little bit of sparkle to the top of my ear. I love the spark ear cuff so much. And then I received the Solo 3 diamond necklace. I love simple classic jewelry and I just love this. It is sparkly, it is beautiful, and this is just like the perfect size, a great starting point because then you can layer other pieces of jewelry. The beauty of this necklace chain is that it has 3 different sizes within one chain. So you can wear it as a choker, kind of in the medium or the longest length. And again, you can kind of add on to your Idyl collection. So I'm like a kid in a candy store here because this is my kind of brand and my kind of jewelry, because now I can kind of add on to it. I personally love the fact that this is a sustainable brand. The quality is amazing. Like, I just like freaked out. I literally have gotten loads of compliments and people asking me where I got my jewelry already, and I've only had it for a bit of time. They just sparkle, they add some class to your look, and it's just a really fun concept as well. So for example, I have the studs, and then I could buy the Uma piece here, and then that could be another look that I could have. This one is the Ella right here. This is the jade. That's what I'm wearing. This is what I have. I just love the jade. I just think it adds a little extra oomph to the ears. The studs alone are just gorgeous. That's a classic no-brainer. They have beautiful diamond pieces that you can add on to your chain as well. I really love this one. I might get the Lena next, sort of a classic piece here. This is the Solo one. They have different sizes, Solo 1, 2, and I'm wearing Solo 3. And then there's also like some pieces that you can wear on your ears as well as on your necklace. So this brand is truly right up my alley because it has so many different pieces that you can add on to. Literally, there's going to be a little something for everyone, whether you're more of a simplistic classic girl or if you're somebody who wants to be just a bit edgier. I think that's what's fun, is that there's so much versatility within the brand. They also have beautiful bracelets, so that's another thing I would check out online. And I'm so excited because yes, I do have a 10% code off if this is something that you are excited about investing in. My 10% code is Abby Bliss White, and I know for a fact that you're absolutely going to fall in love with your Idyl jewelry just like I did. Number one, the shipping is super fast, so it's instant gratification. It's going to show up in a beautiful presentation. You get a nice little pouch here. You have your little box here that you're going to keep your jewels in. You also get some extra goodies. Another little touch here is that you are going to get a little note here. This is going to say it's certified and hand checked by the person who packed up your jewels. I thought that was a nice little touch. But basically, this is quality jewelry that you're going to have for a lifetime, and it's just super fun too. So clearly, I am a wee bit excited. I absolutely love this brand. I love my goodies and I can't wait to add on. So I highly recommend this brand. I will leave all the information below with my link and my discount code. Keep me posted. Let me know if you're going to pick up anything, items you're looking at. I'm always happy to help as well. And with that being said, the rest of my look is inspired by my little sparklies. So let's go ahead and jump in to my get ready with me. Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to do a full face of my luxury beauty favorites, and I thought I would go ahead and highlight one of my favorite masks. I am a big believer in masking. I have more mature, sensitive skin, and I can't really take a lot of aggressive treatments. So one of the ways that I sort of up level my skincare routine is by masking, I would say 2 to 3 times a week. So this morning we are going to be using one of my favorites. This is from Tour, and this is the Definitive Optimizing Mask. So this one pretty much does it all. It is going to lightly exfoliate my skin. It is going to hydrate it. It is going to firm my skin and leave it with a little bit of brightness and radiance. I just love it. It's got all sorts of technology in here, some special patented peptides. It's got some acids in here such as glycolic, and so it does give you a little bit of exfoliation as well. And then it's got hyaluronic acid and all the good anti-aging goodies, so it just feels wonderful. It almost has like a menthol kind of feeling to it, so it really wakes up my skin. So I'm gonna go ahead, put this mask on, leave it on for 15 to 20 minutes, and then we'll proceed with the rest of my favorite luxury makeup. So I've already cleansed my skin with my LIPPIE from Biologique Recherche. Then I do like to apply a bit of the definitive. This is the lifting toner. This is going to give me a little hydration before I put on the mask. So I'm just gonna spray some of this on. Then I'm going to take about 4 pumps of this mask, and then I'm just going to apply this. Going to absorb right into the skin. I'm going to go ahead, leave this on for 15 to 20 minutes. I'm going to finish drinking my matcha tea, then we'll be back and we'll finish off the rest of my face. Okay, I have rinsed off this fabulous mask. My skin feels very alive, uplifted, a little bit more radiant. And now let's go finish off the rest of my face for the day. Okay, we've got to put some makeup on this face, but I've got my little sparkles in. So we're already off to a good start, and we are gonna play off the sparkly inspiration, kind of give me a little bit of a glow. And one of the products that I have fallen in love with is the new, this is the UV Essential from Chanel. This is an SPF 50, and I have completely fallen in love with this sunscreen because it absorbs right into my skin, but it's very hydrating. It has this cooling nature to it. I took like a pea size, but in general, you'll want to do 2 fingers worth of sunscreen. I always do a little extra. That's the general rule of thumb. And then I'm just going to massage this into my skin. This sunscreen just plays so well with makeup, and I've had no irritation. This is a chemical sunscreen versus a physical sunscreen, so there's no white cast or anything like that with this SPF. But it is just a beautiful sunscreen primer is what I would tell you. It's a fantastic sunscreen. I've been super excited about it, and I just love the little glow it's going to give me to kind of start off. And I've already put on sunscreen on my body, so I did take the sunscreen down my neck area, but I also use sunscreen on my body separately. I really like the Super Goop Body. If you haven't tried that one, it is great. So I'll link that down in the description box. So for my favorite luxury beauty foundation combo, I have so many gorgeous foundations, but when I think about the one that is sort of my go-to, I never doubt the performance. It's a combo that you guys have seen me use before, and this is the combination from Chanel. This is Ultra Latant, along with a pump of the La Beige. This is the Sheer Healthy Glow Highlighting Fluid, and this one is in Sun Kissed. And the combination of these together just kind of creates my perfect base product. I am somebody with dry, mature skin. I love to have a little bit of a glow going on. So I went with the Ultra Latant because I feel like this is the best all-around foundation. It's going to give you medium coverage. It is going to be great for all skin types, not just dry, mature, and it's going to work in all weather types. So that's one thing. I have been traveling a bit, and I was in the South where it was much more humid, and that's when I'm going to need a foundation that isn't quite as glowy as I generally use when I live here in the Pacific Northwest. And this combination is just gorgeous. It's going to work on all skin types. And if you're somebody who already has a nice glow, you may have more oily skin, and I would say skip the Sheer Healthy Glow highlighting fluid, because I'm going to use a pump of that along with a pump of my Ultra Latant. And I have this in BR22. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pump of that. And then I'm going to take the Sun Kissed Glow. And I'm going to mix that together. And it's just such a beautiful combination. So this is what it looks like mixed together. And then I'm just going to dot some of this on my skin. And then I am taking a damp beauty blender, and I'm just going to kind of tap this into my skin. Now my birthday is coming up, and my family is going to be taking me out to dinner. So I'm sort of doing a little dry run as to what I would use on that day as well. And this is my combo that I use if I'm going to an event or I just want to look a little extra put together. And that's why I'm including it in my luxury beauty favorites, because it is basically my go-to combo, and it has been for quite some time. Now the Ultra Latant is beautiful by itself. It is going to be a little bit more of a satin radiant matte finish, and I always tend to go for something that's going to give me a little bit of glow, so that's why I'm adding back in a little bit of glow with that Sun Kissed highlighter, which is so fabulous. And here is the finish on my skin. I just love it because it did kind of blur any imperfections. I could build it up a bit more if I wanted to. I'm going to keep it like this because I'm going to use my favorite concealer in a minute, and I can add a little bit more coverage that way. But just wanted to let you know that you can build this up for a bit more coverage. I tend to like to let my skin shine through. I want a little bit of magic to happen here, blur those imperfections, but I don't want to look like a cake face. And since I'm going to be turning the big 5-5, I'm trying to incorporate that less is more. I do love makeup. I'm always going to love it, but I do find a lighter hand tends to look a little better on my more mature aging skin. And now I'm going to be using one of my favorite splurge concealers. This is from Chanel as well. This is the Le Corrector Yeux from Sublimage, and basically this is an eye treatment and a concealer all in one. And although this is an expensive concealer, a little itty bit goes a long way, and I just find that it is just such fantastic coverage. It is so forgiving under the eyes, and I just take a teeny bit. You do not need a lot, so that's what I would tell you is this is going to last you quite some time. And then I'm using the Sephora number 57. This is the concealer brush, and I'm going to put a little bit in here in those dark hollows here, and then I'm going to put some over here, a little bit down my nose. We'll do a teeny bit of highlighting here, a little bit on my chin, and then I'll start with the brush, and then I'll use the warmth of my hands to really blend this in. But it is fantastic, and it feels so good. And it has quite a bit of coverage as well. I already put on a little too much, don't worry. I'm going to use the warmth of my fingers first, and then I can also use that beauty blender to blend it in and sort of pick up any excess product. Okay. We have got Complexion on. We're going to kind of let that settle into the skin. And then as far as eyes, I actually picked out one of my all-time favorite eye quints. think that's giving it away. Yep, it's from Dior. And I was trying to pick out my ultimate kind of go-to eye quad or quint, one that I feel like many people would like, and this has just been a consistent go-to. And I wanted to make sure that it was not a limited edition one. I am in love with Eden Rock, but my go-to recommendation is soft cashmere, and this is just such a beautiful eye quint. It is just perfection and probably one of my most reached for eye quints, and I love this formula from Dior. They are creamy, they are buttery, and just super easy to use. So we're going to be using this on my eyes today, and I'm going to start with this middle shade right here. It's sort of a beautiful bronzy color here, and I'm going to put that in my crease area. I'm going to start by just creating a little bit of a crease area right there with this pretty color. And you don't have to use all of the shades in here. I'm probably not today, we'll see, because I want to bring a little bit of a little pop of blue in with my eyeliner today. So I'm just going to kind of softly windshield wipe on my eyes for a little definition. Then I'm going to go into my favorite color here, right here. Such a beautiful kind of topaz color. And I'm going to put that on my lid here. Isn't that so pretty? Okay, I've got a little soft wash of color on the eyes with that soft cashmere, and now I want to go in with a little bit of blue near the lash line. I'm going to be using my ultimate favorite. This is the Chanel. This is their Stilo waterproof eyeliner. These are my pretty much holy grail eyeliners, and Marine in particular is a really beautiful navy marine color that I feel like pops the eyes a bit. So what I'm going to do is later come in with a little bit of bronzer in my crease. So I'm going to keep the eye kind of clean and simple today, and I'm going to go in with my eyeliner, and then I'm going to tight line the upper lash line just a bit here. Okay, we got a little navy pop. I am going to go in with a little bit of this middle color and just run a little bit on my bottom lash line to connect the eye look together. Okay, we've got a little pretty wash on the eyes, a little pop of navy, and then we're going to go in with my Holy Grail mascara, which is from Chantecaille. This is Fossil's Longest Lash Mascara. I know that it is pricey, but it does have a lash peptide in there that's going to help your lashes grow, and it is just my favorite mascara to give a nice kind of voluminous lash. So I'm going to go ahead, pop that on, and clean up my brows. Okay, we have eyes on, and now we're going to finish off the rest of the face. We're going to use my favorite contour stick ever. This is from Westman Atelier. This is the Base Trace Stick E, which is the perfect coffee beige. It just is a beautiful contour for my light to medium skin tone. I just love it. And I'm just going to come from the top of my ear, and we're going to sculpt out my face a bit, kind of create some cheekbones here, and then I'll kind of shorten my forehead, just a bit here. This is optional. I like to go give myself a little shadow underneath my chin. We'll pull that down. I am going to just kind of slightly contour my nose here. I don't like to do too much, but this one just sort of warms up my skin as well as kind of sculpts some cheekbones, kind of thins the face out just a bit. So I'm coming in with the Westman & Tilly A. This is her blender brush. I'm just going to blend this into the skin. Okay, we've got a touch of contour on. Now we're going to use my favorite little blush combo. I'm going to use a powder blush as well as these gel blushes from Chantecaille. This is my favorite combo. This is Lively, which is a peach colored cheek gelée, and these are just so great for summer. And then I'm going to use Happy, which is the most beautiful, I would call it Barbie doll pink, or marshmallow pink is what I call it. And then I'm going to mix the two of these together, and I just love this shade. So I think that with my skin tone, peachy pink blushes look the best, and this one just turns out to be the perfect color. The Happy has a little bit almost like a highlighter in it, and I just love it so much. So I learned this little trick from who is a Chantecaille makeup artist. He was like, this is the best combo ever, and I was like, oh my gosh, he is right. So if you happen to own both of these blushes, pull them out and give this a try. And I am just tapping this into the skin, and again, you could just leave the blush with the cheek gelée. I'm going a little extra today to show you another blush option that I love, but isn't this the best color ever? I just think it is gorgeous here. Let me show you on this side. You can also get a little look at my spark ear cuff over here. I just love this because I get the kind of edgy coolness without having to go get a piercing. Okay, done with cream and gel products, and now we are going to go ahead and set my makeup. We're going to be using one of my favorite powders. This is from Westman & Tilly A, and this is the Vital Skincare Pressed Powder in Bubble. I just love this pink shade. It's going to set my makeup, but it's also going to provide a little bit of brightness on the skin, and this is just so beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead, tap that on the skin, and then we'll go in with a few little extra powder products on top. Okay, we're gonna do just a few more favorites on my face, and one of my favorite releases so far in 2023 has been the Hermes. These are the Plein Air Mineral Bronzers, and I literally love this launch. I ended up picking them up actually in two colors. This one is Sahara. This is number 3. And I have Atlas, which is, this is shade number 2, so a little bit lighter, and I really love Sahara. It just gives a little pop to my skin. I really like both of them, but today I think I'm going to use Sahara, and I'm going to take my sculpt brush from Sonia G, and I'm just going to come over here to pick up a little product. I literally love this bronzer so much, and I'm just going to kind of put some of that on the cheek. Basically, I am going to fake a little bit of a tan here on the skin. I want to keep the glow going, but this is such a silky, formula. It is a mineral powder, silky, easy to use, and I really like the color in Sahara. I first bought Atlas, which I really liked as I was transitioning to the summer months, but now that it is summer, I can go a little bit deeper, a little bit darker with my fake tan, and this has just been a total win for me. So these also are refillable, so although it is expensive, I do feel like now that I've got the compact and I love the product so much, then now I can actually just pay for the refill. So total win on that. And then as promised, I'm going to add a little bit of my bronzer into my eye look. This is just something I like to do to sort of tie everything together and just makes the whole face a little bit more cohesive. I will do this with my bronzer, with my blush. Sometimes I'll just add just a touch in my eye look, and then I just feel like everything kind of works together a bit more. Again, that is optional. And then we're going to top off my cheeks with a little more blush. I wanted to mention this because this is one of my favorite blush formula that is a powder blush. This is from Valentino, and these are these cheek to eye blushes, and it just has the best creamy texture here. This is one of my favorites. It's Call Me Coral, and the other day someone was mentioning I've been wearing a lot of more pink blushes, and they were saying, you know, I think you probably would look great in peachy corals, and this is one of my favorites because it's like the perfect like peachy coral pink blushes, and I just love this formula. So if you have not tried this formula yet, definitely worth trying. We'll even pop a little into the eye look as well. But what I love about this formula is it's literally so creamy. So it feels almost like a gel or cream that then dries down into a powder, very long lasting. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that on. And also, by the way, I'm using my Hermes brush. This is not a necessary purchase, but someone had asked me, do I think it's worth it? I had bought this when they launched the blushes, and I do tend to use it a lot. I would say it's pretty darn soft, a great blush brush. To say for the cute factor, it's absolutely adorable. I think it makes a great gift for your beauty lovers out there. Are there other blush brushes that are much cheaper and just as good a quality? Absolutely, but if you are thinking about buying this as maybe a gift or a little splurge item, if you can find it on sale, then I would say yes, I use this all the time, and it is absolutely adorable as well. Before we finish with lips and fragrance, I do always take my La Mer. This is the powder brush, and I just like to use this sort of as a buffing brush. I don't really have anything on it necessarily, but I will always take a moment to just sort of make sure that my makeup is all blended in here. So as far as brushes goes, this La Mer powder brush is one of my most beloved brushes. It's the last step that I do in my makeup just to make sure that everything is nice and blended. It's super soft and it applies, you can use it for bronzer, powder, all that kind of stuff, but I just love it. Then for lips, one of the coolest discoveries that I have picked up so far this year has been from Farrah Hamidi. This is the Essential Lip Compact along with her lip liner, and this is truly a unique lip formula, and I just have been in love with this. So first of all, we have to take a peek at the packaging. It's so beautiful. I love this like robin's egg blue inside the compact. It has like this prepping or primer for the lips. It's so great. I'm going to use this first. I'm just going to use my finger here and apply Prime Balm. And it really is. It just like smooths out your lips here. And it really does like prime your lips so well. It smooths them out. It fills in any of the little lines, and I swear it sort of plumps your lips as well. Then I'm going to go in with her lip liner. I have this in dough. This one is the Smudge and Contour Lip Liner. It is so good. I just love her products. It is so good. And this is like the perfect nude color here. I love the color of this lip liner. You can even just take your finger and kind of smudge that out for a little color on the lips, like if you were just gonna do lip liner and that balm. And then I have the Nude One color. That's a neutral nude. I'm gonna apply that with a lip brush here. And this one's gonna give you a semi-matte finish that's going to be very long lasting. And this compact has a beautiful little mirror, just perfect for applying your lip product. And what I love about this lip color and product is that it is like your lips but better, and it just has this kind of lived in look. It doesn't look like I am wearing a ton of lipstick. I just kind of wanted a more classic look to go along with my little sparklers here. I am going to top off with just a teeny bit of highlighter. I'm using the Hermes. This is the Plein Air Rose Atacama, and I like to just sort of take a little bit of this just around the edges. The little white in here is going to give you a little bit more pearlescent, so just a lightness here. And then I'm just going to apply a little bit of that on the tops of the cheek here. And then I will say we have plenty of makeup on. I do like to add a little bit in my brow bone just to highlight that. Okay, we've got a full face of luxury beauty favorites. Of course, we're going to end with fragrance of the day. And another new discovery in 2023 was the brand Perfume Head. And I'm going to be wearing Somewhere today. I have just fallen in love with this brand. I even got to meet the owner when I was in LA. So Daniel Giles is the creator of these fragrances, and they are all a love story to LA. So this one, Somewhere, has been my go-to for the summer months. They are exclusive right now at Violet Grey and Bergdorf's, and Bergdorf actually carries the perfume that have the spray. The other ones are going to come in these beautiful bottles that are going to be more of a dabber. I will tell you, I do prefer the look of the ones at Violet Grey, but I'm somebody who loves spray perfume. So I'm thrilled to have Somewhere in a spray version. And Somewhere is the perfect summer fragrance. It is very refreshing, very citrusy, and it is described as being in LA, like in a little hidden oasis where you are able to sunbathe in peace. You can imagine what a little tropical oasis is going to smell like. It's just very refreshing, very inviting. This opens up with dewy palm leaves, bergamot, and blood orange, so definitely a little citrus burst. Then in the heart of the fragrance there is lemon blossom, neroli, as well as frangipani. And then in the base you've got Palo Santo, patchouli, creamy sandalwood, and skin musk. So this has been my summer go-to. This is Somewhere from Perfume Head, and if you haven't had a chance to check out that brand, I would highly recommend it, especially if you're in LA. It's so much fun to go to Violet Grey. I had the best time time going to Violet Gray, getting to go through the entire line of fragrances. So highly recommend it. And as always, I love to hear from you. If you do get your nose on these fragrances, let me know which ones are your favorite. It's just a very unique brand and definitely a little love story to LA, and I've lived there twice and it really does capture the essence of that city. Okay, so this is my final look of the day using all of my favorite luxury beauty products. I did want to say thank you to Idyl Jewelry. Like, this is a dream come true. So it's just so exciting to work with a brand that you love and that you would highly recommend. So I'm going to bring you in close one last time to show you my little sparkles and also remind you that I do have a code for 10% off. It is Abby Bliss White, and I don't think you would be disappointed with anything that you picked up from this brand. Such great quality. I love the fact that it is modular jewelry where you can switch it in and out, create different looks, kind of add on to your collection. And this is investment jewelry that you're going to have for a lifetime. So I just wanted to thank Idyl for partnering with me. You have made turning 55 just a little more special. So thank you so much. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great weekend.